All right, we're here with the awesome Tyler Posey
Oh, very, very sweet of you.
at Icon. And why don't we talk a little bit about when you first started to have a desire to become an actor?
Well, that's such an interesting question, man. Because like I don't remember when I started acting when I was 6 years old. My dad has been an actor and a writer and a producer since before I was born. So he got me into it when I was really young. He took me to an audition when I was 5, and I hated it. And I walked away, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. Only I think it was a little more immature than that. And then, like I guess a year later, when I was 6 years old, I was like, I want to give it another try. I don't remember that. And then I booked a commercial, and then literally ever since then, I've been working. So I gotta say thank you to my little self. But actually, you know what? When I was in high school, I like my friends a lot. I'm very like friend orientated, or I used to be at least. And I always wanted to experience everything that a normal kid experienced. Because when I was a kid in acting, I wasn't ashamed of it. I was a little embarrassed by it. I don't know why. It was just the way the kids kind of reacted when I told them I was an actor. So I wanted to fit in. I wanted to do everything that my friends did. So I wanted to go to high school. So I went to high school for a little while. And then during those 2 years when I went to high school, I kind of lost sight of acting. I didn't really follow it as much as I did than I did before high school. And it was great. It was a great time in my life. I'm really happy I experienced that. But then when I turned 17, I booked Lincoln Heights, and then I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. And booked Teen Wolf, and ever since then it's been.
I mean, you've been on a road to superstardom at this point.
So I'm very thankful that I went to high school and did all that, but then I also changed my mindset, and so happy I did that. It was a very mature decision for a 17-year-old that just wants to party and hang out with his friends.
Now I'll get back to the Teen Wolf in a second, but I saw the movie White Frog.
Cool,
Boo
man.
Stewart and I are friends. And
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Great kid, dude.
That movie was out of the park.
Oh,
for
good.
Both,
Thank you.
for both of you. I think it was
so
like
much.
one of the best films that I've seen.
I love White Frog. I loved working on it. Working on it was so much fun. Boo Stewart is such a cool kid. My whole gang of friends in that movie were so great. So much fun to work with. And then the movie turned out so good, man. I was very, very happy and impressed with the way the movie turned out. I mean, I think every actor goes through this, but like I think there's a bunch of moments in that movie where I'm just like, shit, I should have done that differently. I was still like pretty fresh. I had just filmed like the first season of Teen Wolf, so I was still really young, and there's still a lot of acting things that I wasn't, either confident on yet or I was still working on. But I love that movie, man. Thank you for saying that. I think it's a
phenomenal film.
Great movie, man. It's really good. It touches so many levels.
Oh, it's just, there's like by the end of it, you're exhausted because
really.
you're just, there's so many different levels to it.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you noticed, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Now to Teen Wolf, of course.
Okay.
It's important for actors to have chemistry with their female counterparts, obviously, but you have chemistry with everyone. I mean, the people when you're with Dylan, I mean, those are some tear-inducing scenes. You know what I mean? Like, what's it like to do that on a level to have chemistry with everybody and have an effective performance with each of your co-stars?
Dude, I'm lucky, man. It doesn't happen all the time. It feels great. It makes coming to work so much fun. They're my friends. And it's basically like we're getting together and doing what we like to do.
I think you can see that when you're in the scenes, especially with Dylan and being friends with the level of commitment you two give to each other. Like, I think you bring out great performances in him and vice versa. Like, you guys are so into it and you can tell.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you. I'm really glad you noticed that because it's true. He brings a lot out of me, and I'm sure I do the same for him. I've learned so much from him since we started. I'm sure he's learned a lot from me too. It's great. I love working with Dylan. Some of my best scenes are with him. Some of my favorite scenes are with him.
The one with you when you guys were standing in gasoline with the flare. I mean, that is just.
That one was great, man. It was fun. Every time they yelled cut, we would hug each other.
Yeah.
It was cool, man. It was really nice. It's those kinds of scenes they're difficult for me and as an actor. But yeah, for me it's kind of hard. So it's not really nice having Dylan there with me. and we're both going through it. So
It's you strip it down so like you're at your raw self, I think, in those scenes. And then with others, like you're really great with Arden. She's a great addition.
yeah, man, Arden and I have good chemistry on screen. I think Scott and Kira are perfect, man. There's the perfect amount of awkwardness and butterflies and nervousness and genuine love for each other. It's perfect.
And now, speaking of butterflies, when did you first realize Teen Wolf was going to be what it is right now?
I don't
And
know,
that you
man.
are who you are right now.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. You know, my whole entire life, like I said, I've been acting since I was 6. So you know, I've been preparing for this moment. You know, I always wanted to get here. This is what I've been wanting to do. You know, so you know, when it finally happened, it felt perfect. It felt right. You know, I don't remember ever being nervous or freaked out. I just remember being like, okay, cool. I know how to handle this. I know how to handle this. I know how to handle this. And you know, it's proven to be true. You know, I've been able to handle myself and my career pretty well the past like 4 years. And I don't remember. I had kind of the same feelings about Teen Wolf. I always knew Teen Wolf since we started on it was going to be great. You know, whether or not people were going to follow it or not, I knew that we had an amazing quality show. You know, and the fans just started liking it more and more and more and more. And you know, I don't blame them, dude. You know,
It's gotten like out of control. It's gotten to one of the points where you almost don't want to wait until next week. It's like one of the shows you want to just watch on DVD.
Right, exactly.
So you have the next episode right there.
You know, it is, and you know, it's gained such a following, and there's a lot of aspects I couldn't articulate that were going to happen. You know, there's so many things. I didn't know there were going to be Teen Wolf conventions, but I knew it was going to be appreciated all around. Just because it's so damn good, man.
Yeah.
So it's such a fun being a part of the show, because it's a new thing I'm starting to realize is that we started influencing new shows now. You know, there's a lot of shows that are taking things from our show that we did first, and you know, and it's I think it's so cool. That's awesome.
What is a piece of advice you would give to either an upcoming actor or someone who's kind of at your level? You're still very young, have a high level of success, and from what I've seen this weekend, a very grounded nature. So.
Thanks, man. Yeah. I like this question a lot. I like when people ask me, you know, because even kids come to me, even through Twitter or in person, they say, hey man, how do you do it? How'd you do it? And I'm just like, be honest, love what you do. You know, there's a lot of moments in my life throughout the last 4 years where I've questioned my career because of certain things that happened. And, you know, fame has become, it was kind of not an unexpected thing, but you know, it's taken some getting used to, you know, and at first it was a little scary.
Right.
And I realized I love acting. Nothing will get in the way of acting. I love what I do. It's so much fun. So love what you do. Don't lose that passion. Love what you do. Love acting. Stay humble. I don't know how. Just, you know, be thankful every day for what you do. Be nice. Don't be a diva. You stand up for yourself, you know, on set when things get gnarly, but you know, don't be a diva. I don't know, man.
Well, I think you have that reputation, especially among, not the diva, sorry, let me segue a little better than that. I've heard all about your antics.
Yeah, man, be careful.
You have a very positive vibe and you're very outgoing. So I think the connection you have with the audience is very legitimate.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, another thing is if you know, I think it's good advice to, you know, kids who want to get experience on a TV set or a film set. Sometimes they'll be background, and sometimes background they don't get treated that well, and it's just not really the best place to try to make it.
Right.
So I think being a PA or a stand-in is way better, because you get in with you know, the crew. You're part of the crew. You still get like set experience, and then, you know, just keep acting, keep getting good at your acting, and then, you know, make connections, and sooner or later, you know, keep auditioning, and it'll happen. You know, I think to gain set experience without being a background or without having any knowledge of like acting on a set. It's good to like be a stand-in or a PA or something like that. But that's my little two
That's
cents.
great advice. No,
Yeah.
no one's ever said that before in
Yeah.
all the
Yeah, I don't think
interviews that I've
anyone's
done.
ever said that.
Yeah. So great. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. It was
Awesome.
cool meeting you.
Yeah, you too, man.
And I will see you around the convention.